Since I've had the opportunity when I was working in the U.S. and in London, I really noticed that a lot of the growth that was happening in business was happening in China, Hong Kong, Asia Pacific area. So when I had thought about where I wanted to pursue my MBA, Hong Kong UST and Hong Kong in general had come up as an attractive area because I wanted to get a better feel for Asian businesses and companies at the same time, and to really challenge myself outside the box and to try something different.
The HKUST Business School has a very fortunate advantage, and that is being in Hong Kong, being the heart of the fastest growing business region in the world. Now, while we have particular interest in Asia and we do have a regional perspective, our vision is global. We bring students, faculty, and course content from all over the world. So when our students graduate, they're prepared with a global view to focus on Asia.
At HKUST, most of our classes have a China or Asian element embedded in the curriculum. And this is not only through the experience of the professors, but also the case studies that we go through.
We've developed in the last 4 or 5 years multiple cases based on companies successful and unsuccessful in Asia. We have our own case center. In fact, days ago we had a case writing workshop where about 15 of our faculty participated. We have a vision of being the depository of Asian case content, and so far we're on that track.
The adjunct professors have a lot of practical experience, whether if that's somebody that's had experience at Walmart China or PepsiCo China as well. They have practical experience and they're able to relate different types of frameworks that you learn in class and apply them to teaching it to the actual students.
Another part of the learning comes from our classmates that are willing and are sharing their experience from either a China perspective, an Asian perspective, or an international perspective going into China or Asia. For me, it's a great step forward in understanding the business of the East.
As with companies, the HKUST Business School is very focused on people. In fact, we're preparing people for companies, and companies care very much about who they bring in, as do we. Now, for us, people focus is faculty and students. Our faculty are recruited, they're renowned scholars that we recruit from around the world. We always have international searches whenever we hire faculty, and the diversity of the faculty will attest to that fact. Students, same.
You know, you'll be sitting at lunch and there'll be 10 different people, and each of them is from a different country, and each of them speaks 2 or 3 different languages, which to me is really special. The relatively small class sizes means that you get to know everybody's name, and because you all get thrown into the deep end and you're just working on group work and group projects the whole time, there's this intensity that exists that I don't think a lot of other programs could capture.
From day one, you start working with peers from different regions and different countries, as well as different cultures. So immediately you be put outside of your comfort zone and you have to cope with that experience and the discussions, and also adjust yourself to be able to contribute to the team. So it's been painful at times where people have perhaps walked off and we had fights, but overall it's been an extremely valuable experience which will help me in the future and at work.